Good morning, everyone. This morning I want to start working on this very small little journal. I I use these Wylers, or there's different brands too, of these little singles to go drink mixes, and they come in this little small box that let's see, the box is 4.5 inches tall by 2 3/4 inches wide and about 3/4 of an inch um, in depth. So what I did was I cut off these three sides and left only this part of the box. Well, then I took that and I covered that with paper on both sides. So that book is ready to go. So now I'm going to start making some pages. So I picked out some pages that I thought this is where for pages, this is where it is a good time to use up your papers. These papers I took from this stack. It's called Lost and Found, and it's by My Mind's Eye. This was a thrift shop find, and $3 for about 180 sheets. Maybe some was missing, but not many. So this is good. And this is the lightweight paper. This is the lightweight paper, and I chose some pages that were of light enough color that they could be written on. And on the opposite side is white. And so that makes that a perfect paper to use to make pages for your journals. And it also uses up a lot of your papers that might be collecting around your house that you think, well, sometimes you buy something for a particular reason. You use some of the papers and then you got some left that don't really go with what maybe you're working on. But this might not always go with what you're working on, but it'll make a perfect page and perfect pages in your journal. Now I'm going to use this. Now this is by Prima, Frank Garcia, and it's called Wild and Free. I'm going to use, this was given to me by a friend, and I'm going to use a lot of these images. This paper is just beautiful. The paper pad has punch outs in it, so many, and then cut aparts. I think I want her right on the front, and it's got beautiful things in this book. Well, maybe I'll put this on the front. It says, "Just breathe and have faith that everything will work for the best." Now that's pretty too. We'll see what I will put on the front. But first of all, what I have to do now is to figure out what size paper I need. I like that Brewer better. That one back over here. And so my paper, the book here is okay. I'm going to want the pages to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I want the paper to be 4 1/4 high, and then 2 3/4 times 2 would be 5 1/2. So I want them to be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. I hope I'm right. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut some of the papers now to that size. Okay. 5 1/2 to 4 by 4 3/4. I gotta keep telling myself or I'll forget. 4 3/4 high. Wait a minute. Yeah, 4. Is that what I said? Good grief, have mercy. 4. Oh no, 4.5 high. 4.5 high. So that will be 4.5 right this way. And I'm putting, I've got 3 pages in there. And I think 4.5. And let's see here. Yes, that's what I want. I want 4.5. 4.5, and then I'll go back in here again with 4.5. 4.5. Now, you know what? I want to go from the top 4.5 because it's kind of shaded. And I want to get that shading in. Okay, that's 4.5 and 4.5. And put that in the scrap pile. And then this width, let me check again. I always have to measure more than once because I don't remember. Okay, I said I wanted that to be 2 3/4. So that's going to be 5.5. No, 5.5, right? Okay, 5.5. I think that's what I said before. But do you think I remember? No, of course not. Okay, so I'm going to go 5.5. Maybe I should have only cut 1 because now I don't know. Let me check. Now I'm going to be folding that in half. And so let's see. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. That is what I want. Okay, 5.5. And then again, 5.5. Okay, so these are going to be pages. All right, let's see. Let me cut a few more. Okay, 4. Elizabeth Marie. So I want this to be 4.5. And 4.5. And go ahead and get these ones cut too. If I cut too many, it's all okay because I'm going to be making more than one of these little albums. Ooh, that's going to cut. Okay. I want that whole image right here on. So I'm going to cut this like this. And then I'll go back this way and cut it at 4.5 so I don't lose that word perfect. Now I don't even know what's underneath there that I might be losing. I didn't even look at that part. I was just watching another YouTuber and watching her, and she's just so sweet and so ladylike, and I said, oh my gosh, I need to be more like her. I need to quit acting like a fool when I make my videos. But then if I just act like myself, like a silly girl, well, then I don't know how to act. Okay. Okay. Then I just get quiet. Well, let me see. I didn't get that all the way through. So let me go back to, if I try and block out the silliness and the immature, I just get all silent. I don't know if this is going to work. Just trying to be more ladylike, I guess. I don't know. Okay, now I have cut them to 4.5. And yes, and then then I need these ones to be 5.5. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to cut these to be 5.5. Okay. So 4.5 by 5.5. I think I finally got that in my head. 4.5 by 5.5. It's 5.5. And 5.5. And so these are, I drink so many of those drinks, and the boxes are, see, that's all I drink, really. Well, water. I drink water, and I drink those Wylers drinks, because I can go to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and I can get them for $1, and there's 10 in there. So then that means I can get 10 drinks for $1. And I know that artificial sugar is not good for you, but like my daughter said, my daughter's a nurse, she's an RN, she goes, I have never seen anybody die of it in all her years of nursing, so she goes, go ahead and drink it, what the heck. It's a lot better to me, thinking, because I can't drink soda because of the carbonation, and that's bad for you. And it's real bad for you if you got kidney disease. So I got to lay off of that. I can't have any of that. And so, but I like sweet. But I have the diabetes too. So you see, so there goes that, And so, and I do like to drink water, and I drink a lot of water, but sometimes I just need something sweet. And so that's what I depend on, my Wylers. But they have other brands too, and small things like that. But I go for the price. That's what I got in here, lemonade. Okay. Oh yeah, I do drink coffee too, but not right this minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just take these papers, and this is what I'll make my signatures out of. Now, most signatures are made with 4 sheets of paper. Actually, you don't have to stick with just 4, but when you do stick with just 4, you get less chance of these edges. The more I put in here, the more the edges are not going to be straight, because each one on the inside will poke out a little bit more. So I kind of go with 4. So what I'm going to do then is to take four different ones. So I got these ones different. Two. Yeah, they're different. And so that's what I'm going with, 4 pages. And I will end up with a color on one side of the page, and when I turn the page, I will have a white. Okay, now some people would maybe go and coffee dye those or tea dye them, and you can do that. You can do that if you want. I might do some of those like that this afternoon. Look how pretty that one's going to be with the postmark on it. And I'll put some. And when I go to start embellishing the pages, I will probably embellish more on the printed side than on the white side. Although I will on the white side too, but then the white side gives you more of a, isn't that pretty? The white side gives you more of a journaling spot, journaling page. So, and some of them I will fold with the colored sides out, and some with the white sides out. Now, I don't know how many, I do not know how many signatures I'll need in here, so I'm going to kind of just guesstimate it as I fold and pick out beautiful. They're all beautiful. How can you pick when they're all beautiful? I just think paper is beautiful. If that's just, I just love paper. And my grandson, he's just like me. Oh my gosh, he loves paper. So if you give him $1 and take him on to the Dollar Tree, he's gonna go right to the stationery and the office supplies and buy paper. I'm doing this one this way because I want this one here where it says postcard. I want that opening in the middle there. So yeah, oh, there was the one I was concerned about, the perfect. And it is perfect. But yeah, that's what he does. He goes right to the, he doesn't, well, sometimes he goes to look at toys as well, but usually he ends up getting something from the office supply. I love this one too. From the office supplies, he's going to get paper, pens, gel pens, pencils. He loves to doodle. He likes to draw or illustrate and write the comic books. So he said that's what he's going to do for a living. This is way more than I'm going to use, but I'm just getting them folded up. I'm just getting them folded up, and I'm just, trying to bore you half out of your mind. Yeah, not really. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to stop folding now, though. I'm going to stop folding even though I only have a few more. I'll put that off to the side because I can fold them later. I'm going to see how much this, well, where is my bone folder? I put this cup here mainly for my bone folder. And so, oh, there it is. Okay. This cup here, I got this from my friend. My friend gave me this cup. It says, glitter is always an option. That come from my friend Lorraine. She brought it to me all the way from Canada. I just love that lady so much. Okay, now let's see. Oh, this is what I want to do. With my bone folder, I want to give these a good fold. Give these a fold. I don't know why they call them bone folders. I don't think they're made out of any kind of bones. This one here is made out of it's, what is that? Oh, now I can't think of the name of that stuff this is made out of. I want to say Teflon, and it's not Teflon. It's silicone, which I like it because it just smooths. I like that it's got this little flat corner-like end on there. Because that just works good. I have an Amazon affiliate link below my videos, and I put my favorite things always on my Amazon affiliate link, and I put that there too because that's where I ordered it from, was Amazon. And I use Amazon a lot, and because I pay yearly, for the Prime, and so, and then they, that takes care of all of your shipping all year, so if you order one item like this, then no big deal. They ship it to you. They don't mind. They'll just ship it to you. They don't charge you no postage, and which is always nice. So, but I like this one. This one's pretty handy. I need to leave it in my cup there so I don't lose it. So I put the cup there. There. Now, that almost looks like that is going to be the width. That does look good, doesn't it? That looks right. Now, when you make the signatures smaller like this, you do it's a little bit more work like that because you're going to be sewing each one of these. Let me see, what do I have in here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 signatures, but they're only 4 pages each. Or if you want to count both sides, then it's 8. If you want to count all the things, then there's 16. So this will end up with a lot of journaling space, even though it's a very small journal. So what I do now is I'm going to use, let's see, do I have this handy? Do I have this handy? I'm going to use this. This is my my guide that I just purchased from We Are Memory Keepers. This as well I have on my, the things I use, I try to put on my affiliate link, my Amazon affiliate link, because then, I have a lot of people ask me, well, where did you get so-and-so, or where, and so then that helps. So what I do here now with this guide, I can just put that right down in there, and then I push it right to the top, and there is holes down here, and so now I'm going to look and see how many holes I want to actually use to tie these off. I might only want to have maybe 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I start here and end here, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if I do every other one, 1, 2, 3, and see, I'm going to go with, I think I want to only do 3 holes. So, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to try something else. Rather than going to the top, I wonder if I want to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I go this way and line my, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to line, instead of pushing it all the way to the top, I am going to just push it. I'm going to line it up with that very top hole. And then I'm going to go, and then I'm going to look at these holes. Then every other one is marked with black. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 marked with black. And so I'm going to take that middle one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is where I'm going to punch a hole. And I'm going to do this on all of them. So I'm going to punch a hole in the middle one, and then I'm going to punch a hole second from the top one of the black one, and second from the top one. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have 3 holes. So you can kind of just work this little apparatus how you like it. See, and that's the way I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that. Now here's where you fast forward. Fast forward because this lady doesn't know how to edit. And I'm going to do just like I did the last one. Line it up there in that top hole and this bottom hole. And I'm just going to hold it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right in the middle. And this one. And this one. And let me see how close. Yep. Perfect, Elizabeth. I'm proud of you. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't have much in here I'm going to just do it the same way. I'm not going to bother putting them screws in there. Not going to bother myself with them screws. Okay, I'm trying to be ladylike here. Let me see. Quit being silly, Elizabeth. So here is 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one and this one. I know one of them I'll get wrong because there's no way I can get them all right. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I hope you fast forwarded. It's nice when you can fast forward something. Then you can watch it if you want, or you can not watch it if you don't want. And your life is all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now now you got to figure. I'll be 70 years old this year. And so, see, sometimes it's hard teaching a whole old dog new tricks. And so, it's amazing that I learned partly how to use this stuff. Main thing is to get that fold right into that dip, because this here doohickey, it's got like a dip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a dip, like it's got a mountain and a valley. And so you want to make sure you have the fold down in the valley. Down in the valley. You know the song. And so, well, maybe you don't know the song. But, valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear, hear the wind blow, hang your head over, hear the wind blow. Roses like sunshine, violets like dew. Okay, hopefully you fast forwarded through that part of all of these hole punches. Fast forward. Don't go away. Just, fast forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go here. All right. Now, I got all them finished. Okay. Those are finished. We got them in there. And so, and then you can pause it and take a potty break, whatever it is you do. Now, what I'm going to do here, okay, let us see. Oh, and look at my holes. They're all kind of lined up really nicely. I'm using pink embroidery floss. That's what I'm going to sew these signatures together with. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to get my holes in the spine of my book. So what I want to do is, the way I'm going to do this here is I need to mark my holes to coincide with these, the signatures. So I'm going to have one here in the middle, and then one. Okay, there we go. And then here, let's mark one there, and then let's mark one down here. Okay, now those are my holes. Now I'm going to take my hole puncher thing here, and I am going to actually punch these holes, if I can see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. But now at the bottom ones, the top and the bottom, rather than just have one hole, I'm going to put one on either side. I'm going to put one hole on either side. If I'm doing this wrong, I'm not going to post this video. So I'm going to put one on this side and one on that side. So I got 3 holes there. And one on this side and one on this side, and try and get them lined up nicely and perfectly. Got to do it perfect. Okay, this is like rocket science. Okay, those are not perfect, but hey. So I got 3 holes, 1 hole, 3 holes. But you know what I'm going to do to make it even? I'm going to take 1 out, so I have 9 instead of, we'll use that for another one. So I'm going to have 3 Let's see, I brushed this stuff down into the floor. 3, 3, and 3. Okay. So now is the time that I get my thread. I mean, I got my thread, but I need to have my needle. Okay, so I get my needle pulled out of this doohickey. There we go. And then I have to get my needle threader out of this. This is a little ketchup jar. Isn't that cute? So let me get that threader. Okay. Now I'm going to get some embroidery floss, which you can use any kind of a cord that you want, actually. I'm using embroidery floss, and I'm using pink because there's a lot of pink in that cover. So I think pink is perfect choice. And yeah, see how I do these things? Get that all scriggly munjo. And then a scissor. Okay, scissor. Okay, now I'm going to try and get that through here. See if it goes right through. Oh, I got it through without using the threader. I'll save that for later because I might need it later. And I'm going to push this needle through and push it through the middle hole. And then I'm going to come back out through the top hole and go through the top hole. Okay, make sure I got that in right. Here. I lost my thread. But you know what? I got to make sure I've got these right. Let me see. Is the hole's going to look right there? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, like it says right there. Okay. I'm going to get that back in there again. Okay. Now see, you don't have to be perfect and young to do these kind of things. You just do the best you can with what you got. Now I'm going to go in through the top hole in the middle. Wait, no, I'm going through the middle hole first. And I'm going to leave some of the string right here. Then I'm going to go through the middle hole here and pull it back. Get it through that first hole in the signature. And then go back through this middle hole. We're going in the middle hole again. And then we're going to go through the middle hole at the bottom of the book. And then we're going to cut that, and we're going to tie it in a knot. I get that knot tied close to the middle. And I got it all cattywampus, but it's okay. Now, that's one signature tied in. Now I'm going to take the second signature, and I'm going to put one on this one side. I'm going to put it over here on this side, and I'm going to go ahead in the middle hole of the signature, back into the middle hole of the binding, the same middle hole of the spine, back down through. We're still working on the middle hole, and then through the holes in the signature. Now we're going to go again through the middle hole in the middle hole in the spine, and then up through the top hole, the top middle hole of the spine. Okay, and then there we go, and now I'm going to cut that, and it really doesn't take a long time at all. And you don't, on this, when I do it this way, I do not need to have as many holes in the spine as I do for each signature. You don't need a separate hole. So there we go. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go over here on the other side, because see, I started with the middle signature first. And then I'm going to keep going back and forth. Now, there we go. We got them holes poked through that. I'm going back in that middle hole again. This middle hole is really going to get a workout. And then we're going into the top hole. We're still in the middle, so we're still in the middle of those three. And then we'll get that back into the top hole of the signature. Well, I sure do hope I got all my pages right, but if I got them upside down, that's okay. I don't get all hairy about that stuff. If any of them is like upside down, then I would just, maybe cover them up or something. You just never know. Don't lose no sleep over stuff like this. And then we'll go back into the center hole of the spine. You know what I just did? I pulled that thing through there. Okay, put that through there. Let me go again. Go. Okay, I got that. Oh yeah, there we go. That was right. Then down through the bottom hole. We're still using the middle here. Okay, let's see. Let me get my thread here. Oh, I have a live show in just a few minutes, so I better hurry up with this. And then back through the top. But let me get you showed how I do this. And see, now I'm at the top. I call this the crazy 8 stitch when I'm only using 3 holes. I call it the crazy 8 stitch. It might have a different name. You know, it's legal word for it might be different. I don't know, but I just call it crazy 8 because you're just kind of in a figure 8. And since I like the crazy 8 game that I play with my kids with cards. Okay, see, so now I have the 3 signatures, the first 3 signatures in there. Now I'm going to go with the next signature. Got my needle in there, and I'm going to go, always use that middle hole because you only got 1 hole in the middle. But now I'm going to take that and I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to pull that to there, but now I'm going to go on to this other side and use that because I put 3 holes across the bottom here. I put 3 holes. Now I'm going to use this other hole, the one on this side. I always start with the middle 3 holes here, and then go to the 2 side ones. It just kind of keeps it lined up a little bit easier, in my humble opinion. Okay, and then we go back through that middle hole. I should have maybe used the larger punch on the middle hole, but I think we'll have enough space. And you gotta go find it. You gotta find that hole. Find it. There it is. It's hiding from me. There. But this gives it also a really cute, see, I'm using the top, this hole now, see. I'm using this, the hole on the up, I'm not using that middle one now, see, I'm using this one here. It gives it a very pretty, when you get them all tied then, it leaves a very pretty look on the spine of your book. It leaves a very pretty look on the spine. See, now I have, see, because it'll fan out like a flower back here. And that's very pretty. Now, I need to get another piece of thread. And another piece of thread. I've made so many large books. I've made large books and I have them here and there and everywhere. But I've kind of decided I like small things now. I mean, for now, anyway. I got back into ATCs. I'm doing them. I like small pieces of art now. For a while, anyway. I might change my mind again and go large again, but yeah, who knows? Okay, now what side am I working on? I'm working on this side. Okay, I'm going to go and put this one in here. And I go now into this middle part here between these two signatures to sew this one in. And the reason I do that is because it's just easier to get to that middle hole. It's just easier to find the middle hole again. Sometimes it wants to hide from you. Now, like right now, it's hiding from me. It is hiding. And so I want to put that in that middle hole. Okay, the middle hole. And then we go back through. Now this last one, I didn't tie that real tight, as tight as I should have. And so it's a little wonky, but it's okay. It's okay if it's a little wonky. It's one thing we don't look for when we are doing our crafts, is we don't look for perfection. We do not do that. And so then I'm gonna, I can see this is going to be an hour-long video. And so back through the middle. So yeah, like I say though, fast forward, please do. Please fast forward while I go through all these 9 signatures, because I'm only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. I'm only on the 5th signature. Okay, now I'm going to pull that tight. And let's cut this. So at least that makes me more than halfway done, right? Okay, and now I'm going to go back and get another signature ready to go here. And see, I am thinking, okay, I'm hoping I'm getting these straight up, all of them right side up. I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to go, I'll go in the middle of these, just try and stay close to that middle hole. And then I'm going to poke that through there, through the signature. And then my little hole. Find my little hole, which is right there. I'm sure there's other videos that show this probably a lot better than this one. And this one right here. This one right here. Okay. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Put it through the hole, but it didn't get in the right place. Okay. Make sure your needle goes in the right direction. See, this is hard when you've only got 2 hands. So if any of you have like 3 hands, it'll be a lot easier. There we go. Back through the middle. And yeah, I gotta at 8 o'clock I have a, see, it's 7:23. Oh, I got time. At 8 o'clock I have a live show where I do my ATC cards, so which is fun. We like to do those together. Got a little different plan today for those. Okay, let's see. What do I have here? Am I all in discombobulated again? That could not be possible. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. And then back through this bottom hole on the edge now. And so then that puts, get it through there, get it through the signature. I know you can't see this. I know because I keep getting out of frame, I'm sure. Okay, so now I'm going to cut that string there, and then I'm going to tie that, and tie it in a good knot. See, now I got the 3 signatures on that side. So now, see, so this hole, these 2 holes, I'm done with those 2. Still using that middle hole though, and I have 3 more signatures. So I'm going to put in, get that needle going through that first signature, the first hole in that signature. Now I'm on this side, so I'm going to keep these over here on this side. And poke that right through that middle hole. Pull that through. Okay, hang on to that thread. I don't want to lose it. But see, now I'm going into this empty hole here. See there, I've used this hole, the middle holes. Now I'm going through this empty one over here. That's where I'm going to put the next 3 signatures. Okay. Pull that through that signature. Again, we go through the middle hole. See, that middle hole there gets a lot of use. But I like the finished look of that. And then now we're coming through the top hole, that empty, or bottom, I don't know. It could be top or bottom, whichever way you're holding your book. Ow, dang it, I just poked myself with that needle. Dang it, darn it. Dang it, darn it. Okay, I don't want blood on my... Okay. Oh, I guess I'm okay. I gotta make sure because I don't want any red spots on my book. Okay. There we go. And then I need a little bit more string. Get this cut off of here. Let's get that out of my way. And my string right here. I only have two more signatures to go in here, so bear with me. I won't do any of the of the decorating. I might do the decorating on another video later today. I've got a couple things to do. A couple things to do today. I've always got a couple things to do, and they've always got something to do with crafting. So now I'm going to put this one okay, yeah, that's right. I'm going to put this one is going to go after this first one. As I'm at the front of the book here, I'm going to go in between these two signatures so that I get it. I'm only doing that so it's easier to get to that middle hole. Okay. It's just easier to get to that middle hole. You can just go in one right after the other if you want to. You can do anything you want to. You're the boss of your book. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, here. Back to that hole on the edge. And oh, my fingers are just getting all confused. My fingers get confused sometimes. Your fingers ever get confused? There we go. Let's get that in there. Let's get this one back through the middle and out the middle hole. And then we come to the top, get it through that hole. I'm sure if I really tried hard, I could explain a whole lot better what I'm doing. But for explaining better, you gotta go to the professionals. There are some that get up on this YouTube, and they are professional. They tell you exactly how to do things, and they're good. They're good. That's where I kind of learned stuff. Well, actually, this here, I kind of made this one up as I went along. Although, now, when I say I made it up as I went along, it doesn't mean I'm the inventor. I'm not Thomas Edison, that's for sure. Because I find that a lot of times, you know, you might think, see, I got that word perfect now. It's going to go right on the front of my book. It's going to go right in the front. Yeah, I don't ever take any claim for any inventions. And somebody may have done this a jillion times in the past. I just haven't seen it. Because you know how many people? You know, I might watch maybe 24 different crafters and watch what they do, copy their ideas, and learn from them. But you know how many there are actually in the world? Holy smokes. There's probably no end to counting them. And so, there are some too, you know, that even speak in different languages. I've even watched some of them, and just to kind of watch what they're doing, but I can't hear well, I can hear their directions, but I can't understand them. But I've watched them too, and which is, I love hearing other languages anyway, even if I don't know what they're saying. It's just so neat. It's, I guess for me, entertaining. I'm a cheap date. Okay, I only got to get you in there one more time now. Okay, there we go. I thought it was going to give me a hard time, but it didn't. It didn't give me a hard time. Okay, there we go. Now, and then this is the last one through here. Okay, now I'm going to tie that, and I've got all 9 of my signatures in here. And so, and of course, now you could do this with, and you can make your signatures bit bigger. But I just like the 4-page signatures in my little journals like this. It just, to me, I like that look. I like this look up here of more signatures with less papers. I just like that look. And I feel like too that they I just like the way they fit better. You get more of a smooth edge right here. And this here started with this Wylers box. And now look what it is. So I'm not going to keep you any longer because I've got things to do and I know you've got things to do. But this is a lot of pages in this little journal. And I'm going to decorate it up. I'm going to decorate it up. You don't know. I just might do it. But see how that binding looks on there then? You only have one. I think I would make this whole, because there's 2 different side punches on that crocodile. I think I would make the center hole big with the bigger one, and then these top 3 and the bottom 3 smaller. But that's it. That's what I wanted to show you today. Sorry it took me an hour, but yeah, it took me, oh good grief, Elizabeth, trying to get my card for a day because you know I always leave on a positive note. I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere. I am loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. And that is so true. You you know, so many people have showed me love that it makes it easier for me to show others love. It's like goes around, comes around. And that is a very good power thought for today. And so, thank you so much for staying. Thank you for watching. Um, I will. I'll be back. I'll be back. And in the meanwhile, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.